Hey everyone, wanted to give a quick review of the Ariel Rider um, limited edition Class D bike that's out there. I just want to point out a couple differences between the standard bike and the regular bike. First off, the limited edition bike has lightened rims. Also, they've gone to a Beifang motor, front and back, instead of the Dapu motors. Everything else is pretty much the same, other than the headlight. They do put a chain guard on this one. I don't know if that's something, kind of seems to be a little different. Some of them don't have the chain guards on the standard models. It appears that some might. I don't know if that was just changes throughout the years. The foot pegs are a little different. I don't know if that's just something they're doing across the line, but that's how mine showed up. The seat, of course, is brown. I don't know over the standard bike if they're using a different cushioning or not. And of course, they come with the larger 21 amp hour battery. A couple things that are kind of there's no documentation on this bike, but there are some changes that you can do, some settings in here. If you go in here, you double click the power button, so we can get to go. There you go. You can get into the system menu. The things that I changed was the battery indicator. I went to percent because voltage isn't really useful for riding. And you can get down here, click on this. The wheel is set at 24 inches from the factory, at least mine was. It doesn't give an accurate reading on the speed. I GPS'd it, and on a 22-inch wheel, it's right on the money. There are some advanced settings you can go into. If you go in here, input password, it's just 1919. Basically, it's the speed limit. There is assist levels. The only thing you really do is you can go down to 3, 5, and 9. Now it comes 5. I did try out 9. It's all it does is actually just kind of changes the increment a little more refined, is the best I can put it. If you're just not really finding that 1 through 5, sometimes it feels a little too fast or feels a little too slow depending on the setting. You can go to 9, and it seems to be just a little bit finer increment. Probably people are wondering like what kind of range you get out of this. Right now I've done 82 miles on the bike. I probably did a full charge down to what it's currently at, which is 25%. Under load it dropped down to 15%, but the battery was kind of recovered after sitting here for a few minutes. That was right at about 60 miles. When I first got the bike, I did a couple quick rides and I was charging it back up after each ride, but this time I let it go. Now mind you, about 20 miles of that, believe it or not, I had my 2 kids on the bike with me, a 4-year-old and a 6-year-old, and myself. Now my daughter weighs about 50 pounds, my son's about 38 pounds, and I'm 180 pounds. So it's quite a bit of weight, and when I got the 2 of them on the bike, I was just using throttle only, barely any pedaling here and there. But the rest of the time I would vary it between throttle only and level 3. I like level 3 a lot because that gives you a good mix of being able to pedal and getting a decent level of assist on the bike. Other than that, it's a great bike. Build quality is pretty nice. A couple things I did down here in the headset, I don't know if you can see it, but I put some lock nuts on here and some serrated washers in between the bracket because the headlight would vibrate loose. That fixed that problem. Other than that, I changed out I broke the kickstand, and it was entirely my fault, but I found this off of Amazon. Just look for a 40 millimeter mounted kickstand. Now I had to cut about 3 inches off this, but it's a steel bracket, so it seems to be a lot sturdier than the original. But you know, it was like $8, I think. So, and I actually kind of like it a little better. It doesn't look as cool as the stock one, but it seems to be a little better overall. Other than that, that's about all I want to say about the LE edition, just because there's not a lot out there. Also, these scripts are different. Of course, they're brown, but there's some kind of a leather grip, nice and cushy, very comfortable. I do like those a lot. I did find mine. If you do get yours, of course, it would be with any bike that you get shipped in. Just make sure your gears are all working properly. Mine wasn't dropping down to this tallest gear, so it was. I found that this little bracket here was bent. I don't think that was anything that happened in shipping because it was very well boxed. There was no damage or anything. I think it was just damaged, probably from during manufacturing. Other than that, great bike, and if you decide to get it, it's definitely worth the extra money. I think it's about $400 or $500 over the 17 amp hour upgrade with the front forks, just to get the extra battery capacity. I think it's definitely worth it. All right, well, enjoy your riding.